Hey everybody, it's Abby Glassenberg from Craft Industry Alliance. I hope you are having a fabulous Wednesday. Today we're going to be doing our member spotlight, which we get to do every single Wednesday, where we drop in on a Craft Industry Alliance member and learn more about their business, see some samples of their work, maybe get a little tour around their studio. From Finch Mod. Jamie's also known as Scout, and she's got a really beautiful and inspiring story. And I'm very excited to get the chance to talk with her. Hi there, Jamie. How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm really good. I love the beautiful skeins of yarn
Thank you.
behind you, and we are going to get to that in a moment. But first, could you tell us a little bit about your journey? I know you've had kind of a remarkable kind of health journey alongside of your business journey. So maybe you can tell our listeners a little bit about
Yeah.
yourself.
So, gosh, I know we don't have like hours to do this, so I'll try and make it as short as possible. I'll start back. I grew up knitting. I lived in Vermont. I was a ski racer, so my mom taught me how to knit. So that's kind of where this all started. I learned how to knit with Lopi. I made Lopi ski hats. So I did that all of my life. So, I kind of have known all of my life. I may have this genetic kidney disease. It's how my mother actually passed away. And, over the years, I've just kind of not known when it was going to potentially, I don't know, get me. My aunt and uncle both have had kidney transplants. So it's been a part of my life for a long time. But, I had children. I've kind of lived my life as best as possible. And I opened up, a lot of people know me as Scout from Scout Swag. I started that back in 2006 through 2011 due to some unforeseen circumstances. I mean, I got a divorce. I had to kind of go back and get a real job. So unfortunately, I had to shut my shop down, and I love doing it. I mean, I was on Nitty Gritty one for an episode showing how to dye yarn, and I had a book contract. I mean, I was really in it, and I loved it, but I had to be a grown up and take care of my children. So, I kind of had there's been this hiatus, and in that time, over the last 2 years, it's kind of hard. No one would know it if they saw me right now, but I've had two organ transplants in the last year. Last July, I had a liver transplant. I had polycystic kidney disease. I did not know that I had polycystic liver disease. So my daughter, who is now 22, was my liver donor. She donated, your liver regenerates, which is incredible. So she did that.
And
And then,
she's an amazing athlete in her own right.
yes,
And
yes, yeah.
you sent me a link to her story and your story, and I was just
Did you
in
cry?
tears reading
It
it.
makes me cry.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that was an incredible act on her part as well.
Yeah, no, she really, it was incredible. I mean, she is the only D1 athlete that is known of to do something like be a live donor and then return to play. So she's had, yeah, it's incredible. And then 4 months ago, I ended up needing a kidney. My kidneys didn't hold on. So I had a kidney transplant 4 months ago. So it was kind of like a month before I knew I was going to get my kidney. I just had this moment, and it sounds so silly because I'm happy to say I'm 54 years old, and I had this moment where I kind of thought, I mean, and I love my job. I have a great job, but I kind of thought, what am I going to do when I grow up now? And one of my dearest friends, Drew, the crochet dude, just opened up a shop in
Yeah.
Michigan with his partner, and we've been talking about that. So I got really jealous, and I don't usually get jealous of that stuff. And that's when I realized, like, I want to come back to this. This makes me happy. And so I had this idea to start a new shop. There's potential for a brick and mortar. We'll see. With my health has to, even out. But right now, this is kind of my job. I have a job and a job. So this is now my kind of side job a little bit, but it's, I've been really happy doing it. I think the most exciting part about this is that instead of just doing Scout Swag, which I did before, Scout Swag is now kind of the name of my yarn, but my business is called Finch Modern Craft Collective, because my idea was I really want to involve all the different crafters as best I can. So, and I have some things I can show you in a bit, but I have embroidery kits, punch rug kits, macrame kits, and cross
Nice.
stitch kits. So that part makes me happy because, during the pandemic, everyone dove into the craft world because they needed things to be able to do at home, and I think it's still, obviously, as we know, it's such a huge part of our society right now. And my daughter has friends on her soccer team who all crochet, and they've been, I've sent them things, and they are like, they love doing all the things that I've sent them. So that's kind of like, yeah, that's where I'm back to this now, where I get to, play with yarn and spend a lot of time finding like a really particular kind of curated set of, I call it swag, that I get to have in my shop that people don't see everywhere. So it's more than just a little yarn shop. I like having all the really cool stuff that, if you think about what's in your project bag and all of your favorite things that you've seen, that's like what I like to do, is have all of that. So
Well, I'm so glad that you're here and you look good
thank you.
and sound good. And I really feel like that's such an incredible journey. And thank you for sharing it with us. And I also think that it's probably fairly relatable, maybe not to the extreme degree of health scares that you've had and trials and travails, but to the degree that people have had different things happen in their life where they feel like, what am I doing? Like, what do I really want to do?
Hmm.
It's kind of almost like you wake up and you think life is going by and I only
Yep.
get one.
Yep.
So what is it that I love? And, can I do what I really love to do?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Because I've been a professional photographer my whole life. And that's kind of one of the ways that I got into dyeing yarn, was that I'm an ADHD girly. So, I get the hyperfixation stuff going on, and I see things that I'm like, I can do that. I think I can do everything. So that was how that kind of all started when I lived in New Mexico. And for me, I wanted to be able to bring to life what I see, when I'm walking around in the world. And a whole bunch of this collection, a lot of this that I have right now is a whole brand new collection called, I live in Texas now, but it's called Spring in Texas. And if you go to the website, you can see all of the different flowers that inspired all of this. But that's kind of what I was known for. A lot of people, I would do a lot of custom orders where people would send me a picture of their cat or their dog. And then I am like, here you go. And then I somehow have that weird ability to be able to truly see, colors and images, and then bring it to life in my yarn. And so the photography has always been a part of my life, but to be able to do that again has been really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you talked about some of the things that you're carrying, and they sound like sort of the best pick stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe you can show us some
Okay.
of the things that you have.
And I will say, it was hot, so hot. It's so hot in Texas
I
right now. My
bet.
house is air conditioned and it's hot in this room.
I bet.
But I think one of the things I really tried to do was be really, really conscious of the price, the prices of everything in my store. Nothing costs over $100 by itself. Probably the most expensive thing I have in the store, I don't know if I can turn this, is I carry, you can see that tote
Yeah.
bag over there. I absolutely love, I think one of the things that, sorry, this is going to be a mess now. One of the things that I love to do is to see things out in the wild and be like, that it could be a craft bag.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
the mica, these are all, I'll grab one. These are all mica goods, and they're canvas totes, but like this, I don't know if you can see,
Yeah.
it's a lunch tote, but it's like the cutest,
It's
most
so cute.
perfect
Oh,
project
yeah.
bag. And I have, so these little project bags. So the mica goods stuff I have the large tote is $84. These are in the, I think it's 20 something. I'm terrible. I'm still, I just went live with my whole shop a week ago.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been a lot,
Yeah.
but yeah, so the tote bags, I absolutely love them, and they're all super reasonable, and they're really, really well made. I have 5 different colors of each one of those 3 bags. I think one of the coolest things that I got, but this is the other kind of, I know not everyone is going to spend the money on this, but I saw this and thought it was the coolest thing ever. It weighs a pound, and it is just the most beautiful. See if you can see
Yeah.
it. So it's this, and it is a row counter, but it is like, it's just something really special.
Yeah.
It's really heavy, and it's so smooth when you click it, and it just, I love this.
Yeah.
so
No, listen,
so
I love beautifusally made tools
and it's
because
so
I feel
heavy.
like it
Yeah.
enhances the whole experience of making so
Yeah.
much.
So this is, again, so these are the only 2 kind of items in the shop that are like, do I really want, buy someone a really special gift. That's
Yeah.
what those things are for. Um, a lot of people know Cozy Blue.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I
So
love
nice.
they're just, these kits are just adorable. So I have a bunch of the Cozy Knits embroidery kits. And then I found I really wanted to have some fun, and I have different sizes of these because macrame is so huge. I have like plant
Huh?
holders, and these are little macrame kits, and
Oh,
they're
love it.
really affordable. Like, and this is something like a little kid could do, right?
Yeah.
It's a little dream catcher.
Mhm.
So that's fun. The other thing, oh my gosh, I love these budgie goods, these cross stitch kits. And this one is so cute. And this one, it's done. I think it's 8 by 10. I just had a customer buy one this morning, and she messaged me to ask me how big this one was. So those are some fun things. I have, oops, sorry, that was loud. I have my own little cute tote bags, and these are only $8. And I
Nice.
love my little tote bags. Um, oh my gosh, these punch rug kits, punch needle kits. First of all, everyone loves the frog.
Oh, so cute.
And I'm partial to, I like the pinks and everything, but yeah, so
Oh, that's
little,
beautiful.
but
Yeah,
there's
and I
like,
love a kit for something like that
yeah,
because you might not have exactly the right materials or tools to do punch
yeah,
needle, but once you buy a kit, you have what you need and you get exposed to it and see if you like doing it, how
right.
long it takes, what kind of
Mhm.
wool you need, and
Yeah,
all of that. And then that might be the new craft for you. But I feel like getting a kit for something like that is absolutely perfect.
yeah. And I really think that because like my daughter, I mean, I know they're 22, but they said it was pretty easy to do. They did, one of her friends did the punch, and so she was able to
Yeah.
do it, and it was adorable. I also have, I know you can't see it over here, I have been a fan. I was friends with the original owner of No Knits, the Go Knit pouch bags. I don't know how familiar you are with them, but they have been around for almost 20 years now.
Wow.
They are the best. I think they're the best. I actually, my one of, I have three of them, but one of them is almost 20 years old. I've had
Wow.
it since my friend opened up the shop. And it's awesome because it is like ripstop nylon,
Yeah.
and the whole concept of it was that it has a flat bottom, so it stands up. And the original idea behind this was my friend Jen was on a plane, and her yarn rolled rolled down the aisle, and she was
Yeah.
like, "I need to figure out a way to stop that." So it's great because you can put your yarn, you can actually hook this. This is anyway, I have
Yeah.
these in zipper pouches, and the original, and then this is called the jewel. So I'm really all about, I think if you were to sit down and think about what are all the things I need to start knitting. I don't have needles, and I'm not sure if I'll do that, but your project bag, you can get everything that I have. I mean, I have stitch markers, stitch stoppers, but it's all really fun, like fun
Yeah.
stuff. And I
Fun
think,
and like hand selected by somebody who really understands
yes.
what's best.
Yeah, well, and this is probably my newest favorite thing because, and I have a project that I can't tell you what it is, but I'll show you in a second. But I absolutely love anything made by cocoa nets. I don't know
Hmm.
how familiar you are with cocoa nets, but it is just everything. I have almost the entire line, but this is probably the best thing. It's called a maker's board, and it's magnetic. And so when you open it up,
Yeah.
it pops open, and it
Oh, I
comes with
have
all
seen
those
this.
magnets.
Yes.
And and so you can just put your patterns right on it, and it's so easy, and it just flips. And I'm doing a project right now, and I mean, I couldn't do it without this. So, and
Yes.
there are magnetic rulers that come, and you have all kinds of different things that you can add to it. So yeah, so that's, my whole point is I have beautiful things, and everything's affordable, but you could like leave my store getting everything you need or getting gifts for other people, which is really fun.
And you're
Besides the
very good
yarn.
at sales, by the way, too, because now I want to buy everything.
Well, good. But I'll show you. Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show you some
Sure.
yarns?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is probably, I'm really excited about this. Currently on the store, I'm still friends with all of the people. Oh, I just dropped that on the ground. All of my friends who were involved in, have been doing this since
Yeah.
day one. I mean, Amy Singer, who's now Amy Sadler, is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Who, shout out to her because she's been unbelievably supportive. But, I have designer friends. And so I went to one of my friends, Sean Riley, because I had this idea to do my first knit along for the Olympics. And so I told him what I was thinking about. I'm not a designer.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about opening night for the Olympics and all the cute little like kerchiefs and different cute
Yes.
things that I've seen them wear. So I came up with this idea. Hold on, I'm gonna have to get this because I just dropped this on the ground. Sorry, I'm disappearing
No
for a
problem.
second. Of course, if you saw my setup, you'd be like, "Do not trip." I have this yarn from back in 2008, and it is called my Olympic medal yarn.
Oh,
So you can see gold,
yeah.
bronze,
Yeah, yeah,
silver.
it's so clever.
Yeah, so that's my Olympic medal yarn. And then he designed this, the cutest, like it's just a really simple, it's the kerchief, but the cool thing is that he put in, I don't think you can see it.
Oh,
There's a buttonhole so that this goes through
true.
the buttonhole and it's just really cute. So like
Yeah.
this is knit with that yarn and it's just, it came out, it's really
And you can
pretty.
sit and knit that while you watch the opening
Yes.
ceremonies.
So that's what I'm hoping that people will do.
Which
You
would
can
be
go to the
really
shop right now.
lovely and like mark the occasion in such a nice way too.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm hoping I've already had a few people come and buy stuff. You know, it's like I said, I just went live last
Yes.
week. So I hope more people come and join this because anyone could knit this.
Yes. It
Um,
looks fairly simple.
yeah, it's very, yeah, it is. And then you'll also get a little stitch marker because you want to make sure you know what the right and front and back side is.
Right.
Anyone who knows me knows that these are my favorite colors. I just pinks and purples and grays. So this is something I'm working on right now. It's a secret, so I can't like tell you what it is. And hopefully people won't be smart enough to figure out what this is if I show it to you. So I'll just like flash it. But I love how this is pooling right now.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get in trouble. I might get in trouble for showing you that. But yeah, people originally when I did my yarn clubs, I did sock clubs, but I'm really trying to venture out into I have right now it's all superwash, but I can get anything that I want. But I have anything from fingering weight to, thick and thin, and the thick and thin is the softest, like I just want to knit. I can't wait until it's warmer so I can make some hats again with my thick and thin. But yeah, I have a lot of different stuff. So
That's wonderful. It's
there's
so
a lot
great.
going on.
Congratulations on launching your shop. So
Thank you.
give people the URL since they are going to want to go
Okay.
there right after watching this.
It's finchmod.com.
Okay.
Super easy. Just like what I am here, it's finchmod
Okay.
everywhere. So yeah, finchmod and
Absolutely.
then Scout Swag. You kind of see the different collections that are on there and then everything else that's
Yeah,
on there.
I love it. I'm inspired by your story and your clear passion for what it is that you're doing. And we're really glad that you're a Craft Industry Alliance member. So thank you so much for that as
Thank you.
well. And this is just beautiful and so fun to learn about. And yeah, I feel happy to have had the opportunity to get to know you a little bit.
Thank you. It was really fun. I appreciate getting the chance to be able to meet you in person and talk about my shop and what I love doing.
Absolutely. Okay, so thank you so much to you, to everybody who came today. We'll see you next week for a member spotlight. And in the meantime, go check out Finch Mod.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.